Sally, here to share how I stay safe in bear country. So this video is for mountain bikers, trail runners, hikers who are maybe new to bear country or they're visiting a destination with bears for the first time. So the best way to stay safe in bear country is to avoid having any bear encounters. And you especially want to avoid having any encounters where you are surprising a bear. And even more so if it is a mother bear with cubs. If I'm visiting a new trail town and I want to go out riding by myself or hiking by myself, I like to have my finger sort of on the pulse of what animal sightings have been happening there. And the easiest way is to find a Facebook group where people post those encounters to let other people know, to give them a heads up. So here's an example from Nelson. Here's one from Fernie. This gives me an idea of whether there's certain animals in certain areas so that I can avoid those, or I can make sure to visit them when I'm not on my own. And that works for bears, moose, cougars, whatever types of animals you need to worry about. You're less likely to encounter a bear if you're with other people, and that's because you're louder, you're smellier, and you're more intimidating to bears. Now, that doesn't mean you can never go out by yourself, especially if it's just black bears, but you'll just want to take extra precautions. So for me here in Whistler, that means carrying bear spray. And I know how to use this. I have it on my body and not on my bike or in my backpack where it's hard to access. I have it right here so I can grab it quickly. And bear spray has been shown to be very effective, more effective than firearms. Whether or not to carry bear spray is really going to depend on the context. What type of bears there are, how many other people are there, how many people you're with, and whether there are specific bears that have been involved in more dangerous human encounters. Personally, I've started carrying bear spray a lot more often, including when I'm riding here by myself in Whistler, because I just find the peace of mind itself is really priceless. I just enjoy myself that much more when I'm not feeling like I have no means to defend myself should I have a run-in with a bear. The next thing you want to do is just be aware of what's going on around you. So not wearing headphones with music, paying attention to signs. So the most obvious sign of a bear that's very plentiful if there are bears around is going to be bear scat. So that is bear poop. And the fresher it is, the more likely that there are bears in the area. If the area is really overgrown, it's really bushy, or there's really dense trees, that makes it more likely that the bear is going to be using the exact same trail that you are using because it's the easiest way for them to get through the area, just like it's the easiest way for you to get through the area. So in those cases, you want to be even more careful because the chances of surprising a bear right on the trail are that much greater. So what do bears like to eat? They like to eat all sorts of things. They love berries the most, I think, so that means when you're in a berry patch, you need to be extra careful. They like skunk cabbage in the spring when it's fresh. They like ants, they'll eat grass, pretty much anything. They love human garbage. So if you're starting to see a lot of berries alongside the trail, that's going to give you a heads up that there might be bears in that area eating those really yummy berries. So when I enter a really bushy patch, especially berry patch, with a lot of corners where I can't see very far ahead, that's when I start yelling, especially if I'm by myself or at the front of a group. Personally, I don't like when people yell "hey bear" as a proactive warning measure, because if I hear that, I'm out on my bike or something, I'm going to assume that there's a bear, and maybe there isn't. So I think it's better to just yell anything else, sing a song. A lot of people will just say "hey-oh" over and over again. Now, the first time you have to sing or yell in the forest to warn off bears by yourself, you're going to feel ridiculous. But I promise that after the first couple of "hey-ohs," it will start to feel normal, and you're going to notice that, especially in grizzly bear country, all of the locals are doing it too. I believe the newest advice is not to rely on a bear bell because it does not sound like a human. A bear is not going to recognize that as a human being. Another tip I picked up from a park ranger is clapping your hands can indicate to a bear that you're very large, you're so large that you are snapping twigs and sticks along the way. Use your common sense. If you're walking along a really noisy creek, that's going to make it harder for a bear to hear you. So you're going to have to be that much louder to let them know that you're there and to let them know what direction that you're headed in. Now, generally speaking, if you are mountain biking or trail running, you're going to be moving that much faster than a hiker. So your chances of surprising a bear are that much greater. So you just need to be that much more careful with making noise and being ready. I'm not going to tell you what to do if you do encounter a bear on this video. I think that's a whole separate topic that you should go out and make sure you know the answers to before you go out into bear country. But like I said, hopefully you won't even encounter that bear. Much better if you see it from your car window or a chairlift at a safe distance where you and the bear are not a threat to each other. If you like outdoor and adventure content, consider subscribing to my channel so that YouTube does not get to keep all of the ad revenue from my videos. I need about 460 subscribers by February 1st, 2027, or else I will not qualify. So that's it. I hope that was helpful. See you on the trails.